Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Jaya Radha Vinoda Radha Vinoda Radhe. Jaya Jagannatha Jaya Baladeva Subhadra Mai Jaya Sudarshana. Jaya Gauranitai Jaya Gauranitai Gauranitai Jaya Gauranitai. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada 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 Prabhupada. जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्र डिवाइन ग्रेसेस भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी शील प्रभुपाद की सेवियर ऑफ द होल यूनिवर्स जगत गुरु शील प्रभुपाद की समवेद भक्त वृंद की निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्यं नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये। नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवतीर्वुत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टकी। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नन्दनाय च नंद गोपकुमाराय गोविंदाय नमो नमः। Hare Krishna. Welcome all the devotees to the Sunday morning program. Today we are going to see some Chaitanya Lila. Especially today we are celebrating Jagannath Mishra feast. So we will see something from childhood pastimes. And also we have been discussing in the temple for quite some time the teachings of Lord Chaitanya. So there are three aspects of Lord. You can condense it into three topics what Mahaprabhu taught: Vaishnava Seva, Namaruchi, Jivadoya. So we will see a little bit on those topics. It's predominantly pastimes of Mahaprabhu. So I'm reading from Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya Leela, 19th chapter, text number 53. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda. जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद। जय अद्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंद। जय अद्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंद। नमो महावदन्याय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नामिने गौरतुषे नमः। नमो महावदन्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्य नामिने गौरतुषे नमः। नमो महावदन्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्य नामिने गौरतुषे नमः। प्रभुस महावदन्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्य नामिने गौरतुषे नमः। नमो महावदन्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्य नामिने गौरतुषे नमः। कृष्णाय प्रेमप्रदायते कृष्ण चैतन्य नामिने गौरतुषे नमः। वैष्णविस नमो महावदन्याय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नामिने गौरतुषे नमः। नमो महावदन्याय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नामिने गौरतुषे नमः। नमो महावदन्याय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नामिने गौरतुषे नमः। Please repeat after me. Namaha obeisances Mahavadanyaya, who is most munificent and charitably disposed. Krishna Prema, love of Krishna, who can give? Te, unto, Krishnaya, the origin personality of Godhead, Krishna Chaitanya Namine, under the name of Krishna Chaitanya, Gauratishe, whose complexion is golden, complexion of Srimati Radharani. Namaha, obeisances. Translation by His Grace, Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki. O most munificent incarnation, you are Krishna himself appearing as Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. You have assumed the golden color of Srimati Radharani and you are widely distributing pure love of Krishna. We, we offer our respectable obeisances unto you. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Tadati Swapatantikam Vandegam Shri Guru Shri Uda Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavam Cha Shri Rupam Sagrajadam Sagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadodam Parijana Sagitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sagana Lalita Shri Vishakanvitam Cha Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristaya Bhutale Srimade Bhakti Vedanta Swami Dinamine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pastyat Deshadarine महावदन्याय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नामिने गौरतिषे नमः हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधो जगत्पते पशा गोपिका कांता राधा कांता नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे मुखं करोति वाचालं पंगुं लंघयते गिरिं यत्कृपा तमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरो दीनदारिणं परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्य ईश्वरं हरिः ओं तत्सत् Hare Krishna. I seek all the Vaishnavas assembled here, your blessings, so that I'll be able to speak something relevant today. So predominantly we're going to, it's a Jagannath Mishra feast. So I will talk about the initial childhood pastimes of Mahaprabhu. Then also the second part, we will see the three aspects of Mahaprabhu teaching: Vaishnava Seva, Namaruchi, Jivadoya. So that's a sum and bonum of what Mahaprabhu taught. So the first aspect is the Mahaprabhu's incarnation. The shloka is very wonderful. Namo Mahavadanyaya. So is more munificent. Prabhupada translation as Mahavadanyaya, who is most munificent and charitably disposed. So one time to understand this, one time, Rama was ordered by Dasaratha. He said, "You go to the forest along with Sita." So both of them started. They came and they were traveling in the forest. Then one place he came and he saw there is one ashram. Lord Ram and Sita Devi, they were staying. On that day, they saw huge piles of bones in one of the ashram. And they saw all the bones, skeletons, head, everything it was scattered and it was a mountain. And Sita Mataji was surprised. Hey, why there's so much skeletons and bones here in this ashram? Then they asked the rishis there. They told here there are a lot of demons are there. See, this is the bones and skulls of the Vaishnavas, the rishis who are staying here. They keep coming and killing so many people. That's why you see this so much heap. It's all the Vaishnavas who are staying in this forest. And there are so many demons, they come and torture us and they take us as a breakfast, lunch, whatever it is. So Ram really got angry immediately. He was so furious. His eyes were burning into red. How can they kill such Vaishnavas and rishis in the forest? Then he took immediately bow and arrow. He said, I'll promise I will kill all those demons. But mother being compassionate, Sita Mata, she did not like that aggression from Lord Ram. He said, Lord Ram, I understand you need to punish, but why you are so ferocious and you are so furious that you want to kill so many people? Then Lord Ram said, in this avatar, I have come for this purpose of killing this demon. Maybe next life, I will not take up any weapons. So Mother Sita was a little pacified. So when Krishna came in the next avatar, and he did not take any weapon, of course, he had Sudarshan Chakra But killing the demons, he never took any weapons. Either he would use his fist or little finger, just with his limbs of the body. He would kick on the cart, then the cart would, Sakatasura will die. And with the beaks, with the hand, he would rip apart Bakasura, right? Snake, Agasura, he would come out of his piercing the body, but he never used any weapons per se. Still, Radharani thought, you promised you will never take weapon, but still you have this propensity of killing the demons. I didn't like it. In Rama, you told, promise me that you will not take weapon. Of course, you maintained your promise, but still, I don't like the killing of this killing business. Then Krishna said, in Kali Yuga, I will come as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki, he said, I will not take any weapon. I will not kill anybody. There are so many instances, pastimes of Mahaprabhu. We see that he's trying to transform people. He said, my job is to transform, never kill. Even Jagai Madhe was trying to attack Nityananda Prabhu. Mahaprabhu got wild and he took his Sudarshan Chakra. But Nityananda said, you already promised that you will not take any weapons. So in this Kali Yuga, he comes and to give freely all this love of Godhead. Number one, in the so many avatars, let it be Krishna avatar. Krishna says, Sarva Dharman Parityakcha Mam Ekam Saranam Braja Ahatvam Sarva Papepyo Mokshashyami Masujaha. Krishna has a condition. What? Unless you surrender Sarva Dharman Parityakja, you can't come to me. But here, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu puts no condition. There is no surrender required. Just simple faith you should have, then Mahaprabhu delivers. And he came especially to give this process to attain Krishna Bhakti, love of Godhead. This chanting of Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. Not only giving the process, he gave the ultimate goal of Krishna Bhakti as well. So by chanting, one gets love of Godhead. But when he was traveling to South India, we see that just by hugging a person, not only gave the process, but he gave the end result also. Krishna Bhakti, you're qualified, not qualified, it does not matter for Mahaprabhu. So that's why it's Mahavadanyaya. One sense, we say that there is no difference between Mayapur and Vrindavan because both are same. But other sense, there is a difference in the sense, in the mood. Vrindavan, it's more of Madhurya, Rasa. But when it comes to Mahaprabhu in Gaur Bhumi, Gaur Mandal, Navadip Dham, is more munificent. He doesn't take any offenses. When you go to Vrindavan, if you do offenses, it will multiply. If you do good things, that also multiplies. But in Mayapur, Mahaprabhu doesn't take any offenses. That's why Prabhupada, when initial days of ISKCON, they were planning small toys of Gauranitai. They want to give it to every places in US. Some devotees one side argument, how can you send Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? There are so many milechas, meat eaters. Then case went to Srila Prabhupada. Prabhupada said, hey, you can worship Gauranitai. For deity standards, he never openly said other deities you can worship, but Gauranitai said, please worship. Because they don't take any offense. They are here to deliver. So Prabhupada was very lenient, and anybody who starts any center, he would say, send Gauranitai deities. So because of the mood, even Narsinghadev in Mayapur, the Stapati said they will not make it. That's because they are in the mood of mercy. So in the Dham, whatever mood prevails, the other deities also take in the form. That's why Narsinghadev is in Mayapur. Otherwise, there is no way that Mayapur, this Ugra Narsimha will be installed. So this is a most munificent. So the person who comes freely, no qualification, he gives the process as well as the end goal of Krishna Bhakti. So I don't know whether you're able to see this one more shloka, Krishna Varnam, or it's a old shloka you're seeing. Huh? Okay. So please repeat after me. Krishna Varnam Tusha Krishnam Sango Panga Sadpashadam Yajnai Sankirtana Praye Yajanti Sumedashaha. So I was telling in Krishna Kali Yuga how Lord doesn't take any weapon. So his associate, he comes with his associates. So one time Narada Rishi, he had the same concern. In Kali Yuga, people are so dull-headed. They can't take to Krishna conscious process. So he was thinking, how do I deliver people? So he was coming to Dwaraka. Krishna that time was in Dwaraka. So he want to go and ask him, tell me please some way, how can I mitigate this Kali Yuga? How can I deliver this Kali Yuga people? So Narada Rishi was coming. That time in Dwaraka, Satyabhama and Rukmani was there. Krishna was in Satyabhama's house. So he told Rukmani, wait, I'll be coming shortly. So Rukmani prepared so many preparations. She was keeping nicely decorated the house with water pots, banana leaves, some progitas to chant, kalasa to invite Krishna when he comes to the home, neatly dressed, and she made the kids all ready. So when as soon as Krishna came, she gave a warm welcome. She washed his feet. Then he made sit Krishna, embrace the childrens. She spoke sweet words. When she started serving Krishna, then started profusely crying. And Krishna saw Rukmini. He said, "What is the matter? Why are you crying? Is anybody is told anything wrongly? That's why you are crying?" She said, "No." "Did kids speak wrongly with you?" She said, "No." "Then why are you crying?" Then she said, "I'm crying because this you don't understand. Only maybe Radharani she will understand." So this word struck deeply into Krishna. What is that? How Radharani understands? That's why he said, well, you come here, but when you separate, you go to somebody's house. I feel the separation. That feel separation you can't understand. So then Krishna promised. And the same time, Narada Rishi also came. Then Narada Rishi came, and then Krishna happily invited Narada Rishi. Then he said, Narada, I also see you very, very morose. You are not happy. What is the matter? Then he explains in this Kali Yuga, people are suffering. They don't have time for spiritual activity. They're breaking all the four relative principle, and I don't know how they can be delivered. Only you can deliver. Please do something. Then thought about it. This word of Rukmani Devi, only Radharani can understand. So then he said, I will come in the mood of Srimati Radharani, and also I'll be most munificent avatar in Kali Yuga. I will deliver freely all this holy name, chanting of this holy name and Krishna Bhakti without any condition, reservation, so that I can deliver this in Kali Yuga. Sankirtana prayer. I will start this Sankirtan movement. So we are so fortunate to live in Kali Yuga because there are so many devas, they are waiting for to take birth in Kali Yuga because it's so easy process. You chant Hare Krishna, dance, take prasad, hear Srimad Bhagavatam, happily celebrate festival. Today is Jagannath Mishra feast. So it's so wonderful. Mahaprabhu doesn't expect anything. So he wonderfully gives this process of chanting Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. So this is another pastimes why it is predicted that Krishna said in Kali Yuga he would take avatar. So there is another wonderful story. One time Krishna, Vrishabhanu sends Radharani to Krishna's house to see how are the things and things like that. So she used to come regularly to Krishna's house. This was told by Param Puja, His Holiness Bhakti Swami Maharaj this past time. Then she saw that every day there is a big feast Nanda Maharaj gives. Whoever comes, they would distribute huge amount of quantities, huge amount of prasadam they cook, and Krishna himself would serve. But Baba, there is one problem, Radharani says to Vrishabhanu. One problem I've seen. There are people who come, but they have to bring their own vessel. Imagine ISKCON, we are doing Sunday feast program. You have to bring your own plate. That is not good. Something, you should give plate also, no, along with that. It's not that, you have to bring plate. Then Krishna was sending them away. Unless you bring your plate, please go and get your house, you get your bowl or something, then I'll give. But there was so much prasadam available. So then that's the problem with Krishna. Because Krishna says, Sarva Dharman Pratyaksha, he will see whether you are qualified or not. Without qualification, he would not give Krishna Bhakti. But Mahaprabhu is not like that. This is a wonderful shloka. Patra patra vichara nahi nahi anasthana yai anha paya tanha kare premadana. Patra apatra nahi deki. Vichara nahi nahi sthana asthana. So Krishna Mahaprabhu, he never saw you are qualified or not, whether you can hold so much Krishna prema is giving, whether you can hold such a magnanimous love of Godhead or not, he doesn't see. He just simply distribute this Maha prema, Krishna prema, and he doesn't see the time, place, circumstances, nothing. There is no question of checking that. He would freely distribute. Such a wonderful, era we are living in, Mahaprabhu, and especially Srila Prabhupada. So compassionate, so compassionate. He brought this message to all over the world. There's so many people are suffering, and all Srila Prabhupada, distributed this. In distributing love of Godhead, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his associates did not consider who was fit candidate and who was not, nor where such distribution should or should not take place. They made no conditions. Wherever they got the opportunity, the members of the Panchatattva distributed love of Godhead. So Prabhupada writes wonderful purport as well. So his name be spread in each and every town and village of surface of the globe. Therefore, when the cult of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is spread all over the world, should those who embrace it not to be accepted as Vaishnavas, Brahmanas, and Sannyasis? These foolish arguments are sometimes raised by the envious rascals, but Krishna conscious devotees do not care about them. We strictly follow the principles set down by the Panchatattva. So, so what happens is this pastimes happening, then Narada Rishi he's not able to control himself. He goes to all over the universes. He tells Brahma, oh Brahma, you know that Mahaprabhu is going to take avatar. So he's requesting everyone to take birth in Navadip Dham. So we all should go and take Navadip Dham. So Brahma comes as Haridas Thakur. Then they were Ranis, the Dwaraka Ranis, as well as the gopis, they were all bathing Mahaprabhu. That time Narada Rishi asked, who is going to come? Then Satyabhama says, I will come as Jagdananda Pandita. So like that, Balram says, I will come as Nityananda Prabhu ki. So he takes avatar in the Ekachakra Dham. So like that, so many people, they all take avatar. Radharani says, I will come as Gadadhar. So Narada Rishi himself comes as Shiva's Acharya. So like that, they take avatar, and they are all keeping it ready themselves, so that when Mahaprabhu comes, they will assist in this pastime, because this is the most wonderful thing. Everybody want to participate in this Gaur Lila. So then what happens is Brahma, there is another pastimes of Brahma. So we all know in Krishna Lila, he did stealing of the cows, calves. So he felt very morose. What kind of person I am? I have done so much mistake. And Krishna take it very seriously, but he felt still very heavy heart. So he said, I will go and meditate in Navadip Dham. So Brahma started meditating. Gauranga, 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 Gauranga. So he was chanting. Then Mahaprabhu came. He said, Brahma, oh, what? I have already forgiven you. Why are you meditating here? Then he said, please, I want to participate in your Leela. I came to know from Narada Rishi that you will be taking avatar in Kali Yuga. Please give me I need to get away with my pride, please. Then he says, you will come as Haridas Thakur and you will be born in the Melecha family. Then you would chant 3 lakh names every day, and you will purify yourself. So that way, let it be Brahma. So he also waiting for this avatar to happen. So one time Shiva was talking to Parvati, and on that day Shiva was in ecstasy because he came to know that Mahaprabhu is going to take because Narada Rishi is going everywhere and proclaiming this Mahaprabhu will take birth. Everybody should take birth in Navadip Dham. So Again, Shiva started chanting Gaura, 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 Gaura. So Parvati was stunned. I never heard. You always chant Rama's name, but as he chanting Gaura, 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 Shiva was went to ecstasy, and Parvati never seen. Oh, what's happening, my husband? Then he tells, this is the Gauranga, most magnificent avatar. He's taking in Navadip. So I'm meditating, I'm in ecstasy. Right now I'm going to put a hut in Navadip. I'm going to stay there forever and do my bhajan till Mahaprabhu takes avatar. So Parvati got so much attracted to Mahaprabhu. Then she comes to the Simantadip and she also meditates on Gauranga. Then Gauranga Mahaprabhu very pleased and she comes to speaks to Parvati. He said, what do you need? He said, every time you keep me away because I am Maya, I can never close with you. But I want to see your Gauranga Mahaprabhu's avatar. I want to participate in Leela. So Mahaprabhu says, you are Radharani's expansion. So none other than Mahamaya. So you can stay here. Your name will be Simantini. So you can stay here and you can participate in the Dham along with your husband. You will stay here and you can protect the Dham. So that benediction gives. That's where Parvati takes the dust of Mahaprabhu, puts in the hair. That's why it called Simanta name came out. Simanta Deep. Still now she is meditating. She is there in participating in Gaur Lila. So like that we see so many devatas, devas. They are all waiting to take, in participate in the Gaur Lila. Um, um, So like that, we see so much pastimes, and also we see that Krishna reveals one more time how he is going to take Gaurang Avatar. Recently, I was in Vrindavan. So there is a place called Imlitala. We all know that one time Radharani came from the Rasa dance. So Krishna was searching for Radharani, came to that Imlitala, but he could not able to find Radharani. So he was meditating on Radharani, chanting Radharani's name, and he was chanting. Then Krishna, blackish color, turned into the golden form, and he became Gauranga Mahaprabhu. So that time Radharani and other Sakhis came. Oh Krishna, we never seen you in the golden form. What is this? Then she explained. Then Krishna explained, saying that I will become Gauranga Mahaprabhu, taking your mood. I want to take your complexion, and I will take the next life, next avatar in Kali Yuga as Mahaprabhu. So similarly, Mahaprabhu, when he took avatar, he went to the Timlitala, he would meditate on Krishna. Then the golden complexion becomes Shama Sundar. He would become blackish complexion. So like that, we see from various pastimes that Mahaprabhu already predicted that I'll be coming in Kali Yuga to deliver all these fallen conditioned souls. Not only that, this acharyas, these four sampradayas, there are four bona fide sampradayas: Ramanujacharya, Nimbarkacharya, Vishnu Swami. Uh, so, so they all knew that Mahaprabhu is going to take avatar in Kali Yuga. So, let me share. You're seeing presentation mode? No, you see the only slide or the notes? Huh? What is the shortcut for presentation? F5? Okay. Now it's okay. So you see this Lord Brahma becomes Brahma Sampradaya. In that, Madhvacharya is the main personality. And Mahaprabhu took two valuable principles from across the Sampradaya. And there is a place called Mahatpur. This is the place where Panchapandavas also stayed there, and and they were killing this Bhagasura demons. and they were there. Then Mahaprabhu says that he will come, he will take avatar here. So the Pandavas also knew that Mahaprabhu is going to take avatar, and they stayed here. They did penances. One time, Mahatpur Madhvacharya also came. So that time Mahaprabhu revealed him, I will take two principles from your sampradaya, and I'm so pleased with your preaching, Mayavada philosophy. So I will take initiation from your sampradaya, Madhva sampradaya. That's why we are called Brahma Madhva sampradaya, Gaudiya sampradaya. So Mahaprabhu accepts sannyas from Madhva Gaudiya sampradaya. Sorry, the initiation. So then there is a Lakshmi ji who comes to Sri Sampradaya. There's a wonderful pastime. Ramanujacharya was touring. Then he went to the Jagannath Puri Dham. Then in the dream, Jagannath came and he said, "You know what? In Navadip Dham, I'm going to take in the Kali Yuga avatar, and I'm going to preach this holy name." Then he was so much enthusiasm, and Ramanujacharya, he wanted to go and visit that place. So he immediately went to Navadip and started meditating on Mahaprabhu. Then Mahaprabhu came and showed his form. Then immediately Ramanuja said, "I don't want to preach Dasya Rasa. I want to preach this Madhurya Rasa, what you're preaching. Let me change my preaching topic." Then he said, No. You have to preach till I come. Still there are a lot wait more to go. So you can come in the form of Anantacharya. You will be helping during my marriage as a Progit. You can participate in Gaur Lila. Please, you will be taking birth as Anantalvar. So he said, don't do it now. You continue to preach. So like that, Ramanuja Prabhu knew that Mahaprabhu is going to take avatar. Similarly, Vishnu Swami is Shiva Sampradaya, Rudra Sampradaya. There is a Rudra Deep. That's where Vishnu Swami Vallabhacharya comes. So he's been meditating there. Then Shiva reveals himself to start this Sampradaya. And also like that. So in Navadip, all these acharyas were present. Similarly, Nimbarkacharya, he came and there's a place called Belpakur. That's where there is a Shiva temple again. So he was worshipping, and Shiva told, so pleased, he said, in this Navadip, there are 4 Kumaras are staying there. They are meditating. Please go and take their shelter. So the 4 Kumaras again ask him to start the Sampradaya. So Mahaprabhu takes essence of each Sampradaya and he starts his own. So from this pastimes, what we understand that is that Mahaprabhu is already predicted in the Shastras and everybody is waiting. So our job is to simply hold Prabhupada Dhoti, chant 16 rounds of Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Then go back to Godhead, follow 4 regulative principle and follow Prabhupada and go back to Godhead. So the first is the 3 principle what Mahaprabhu taught is the blessings of Vaishnavas or Vaishnava Seva. So I will talk about Vaishnava Seva, Namaruchi and Jivadoya. Then probably we will conclude open for question answer sessions. So this Vaishnava association, it is like a double-edged sword. It can help you to go back to Godhead, and also it can make you to fall down. So the Vaishnava helps to attract you to Krishna. Unless you have satsanga, Vaishnavas, right? You will not be able to finish line. You will not be able to go back to Godhead. No, Prabhu, I know Krishna conscious philosophy. Without association, I will go back to Godhead. That's not possible. The attraction to Krishna comes from the Vaishnava association. Then during the process of going back to Godhead, the nourishment, whatever we are hearing, Srimad Bhagavatam, having very good festival, that nourishment also comes from this progress in Keshi comes from Vaishnava association. So finally, you want to cross the line, you want to go back to Godhead, that's only through prayers and the association of Vaishnavas only you will be able to go back to Godhead. And also we might have so much bad habits that all we can overcome, that's through only Vaishnava association. So sometimes the persons who progresses in the material world, it is depends on his karma. How much our pious karma you have done, that much you'll be successful in the materialistic life. Let it be, family, job, property, whatever field he is in. So based on basically they might have a good sukruti. But Krishna conscious progress is not depend on the previous karma. Krishna conscious is transcendental. It is not depends on the karma, but it depends on the how much kripa you have on devotees. So there's a wonderful example when Mahaprabhu starts traveling to South India Yatra. So I'll just quickly show you the places he started. This is the list of places Mahaprabhu started traveling. It is in the year 1500. Mahaprabhu took sannyas in the January during the what is that Sankranti. Then February something like that he went to Jagannath Puri. March he met Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya converting and things like that. And in the April month, exactly we are in the March end now, closer to that. So this is the month, April month, Mahaprabhu started, and 2 years he traveled all over South India because this main purpose is to deliver everyone. So he started with Jagannath Puri, then he came to Alarnath, then he come to Kurmashetra, Nrsimhadev temple, then he went to Godavari, then he met Ramananda Raya, then he came to Gaudami Ganga, Mallikarjuna temple, Akobila Narsimha, Tirupati, like that. So there's so many places. Panaga Narsimha he went, Shivakanchi, right? Then he also came to Srirangam. We all know this pastime. Then he also went to Rameshwaram, like that. There's so many places we can keep on listing. I've just listed here many places. So probably you will understand this from map. I don't know how visible it is. So you can see this is the tour map of Mahaprabhu traveling various places right from Calcutta to Bhubaneswar, Puri, then you go to Vishakhapatnam, Vijayawada, Tirupati, Srirangam, Madurai, Rameshwaram, then it goes up to Kanyakumari, then Thiruvananthapuram, Cochin, Udupi comes to Udupi, then again goes to Bombay, Nasik, then finally goes to Dwaraka as well. So Mahaprabhu travels all over these places. So what I was telling is why this Vaishnava association is there. When Mahaprabhu traveled, he doesn't need to ask anybody's permission. But if you see that Mahaprabhu, he's asking permission from all the Vaishnavas who are assembled here before starting his traveling. There is no need to ask. Right, for Mahaprabhu, you can say, I'm going, But he said, because whenever we go for yatra or whenever we perform our Krishna conscious, it is always go and seek the blessing of the Vaishnavas. The mercy counts. How much mercy you have, that counts for progress in Krishna consciousness. Krishna is pleased when you please the Vaishnavas, when you serve the Vaishnavas. That's why it's very important. Vaishnava Seva is very important. So that's why Mahaprabhu first he brings Vaishnava Seva, Sadhu Sangha. He emphasizes that one should take blessings, saying, Prabhu, I am about to preach this activity. That's why we see in the program, right, Gaur Purnima, Narhari Prabhu announces the team, his plan, how we are going to preach. So seeking the blessings of the Vaishnavas is very important. So any activity we do, the nourishment, whatever success, it depends on the Vaishnavas' blessings. We see that Srila Prabhupada, there is a person called Doyal Govinda Shastri, Dol Govinda Shastri. So what is happening is Prabhupada during that 40, 50s, he's having the, I think probably he had the first base or Bhakti Sadan program. He was rented out first floor to the Gaudiya Vaishnavas and Prabhupada was staying in the ground floor or something like that. So all these Gaudiya Vaishnavas friends, they will come and preach. One day this Dol Govinda Shastri came and told Srila Prabhupada, see, today I gave a class, Bhagavatam class, and this important was Prithvi Ache, the Nagara Gramadam. He said, everywhere the preaching will happen. Mahaprabhu told, I was not convinced, but I repeated, but I really don't know who is going to propagate this holy name. And Prabhupada was listening all these things. Then he said, one day one fool will do this. For Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur's servant, somebody will do it. Then he's 2 steps down and Prabhupada turned to him because Dol Govind Shastri thinking, oh, it might be me, Prabhupada is telling that I might do this seva. Then he said, it may not be you, somebody will do it. So you can see at the age of 70, a single person without any money doing 108 temples, 5,500 disciples, writing volumes of books. That's simply because he was always seeking the blessings of the Vaishnavas. Prabhupada always seeking the Vaishnavas' blessing. So the parampara is ready to give so much. So Prabhupada was depending. It's highly impossible, but it happened because Prabhupada is always counting on the Vaishnavas' mercy. So first principle is the Mahaprabhu talks about how Vaishnava Seva is important. The second aspect is Namaruchi, chanting the holy name of the Lord. So during the yatra, we see that Mahaprabhu said, I want to go alone. Don't send me anybody. So sometimes we see that there's a contradiction. What is that contradiction? Nityananda Prabhu is there, so elevated. Mahaprabhu is going for a preaching South India tour. You might have, so all the stalwarts, bhaktas are there. If he goes along with them, he would have done nicely. But Mahaprabhu says, no, I want to go alone. So this Krishna conscious, right, practice is, it is contextualized. It's not always sentimental. For particular service, you need particular type of devotee to do that, accomplish that. Now, if these devotees are around Mahaprabhu, they never allow him to take austerity. They will never allow him to, they always give him a lot of prasadam to feed. So Mahaprabhu wants to do on his own because his purpose is to preach. So the first actual official preaching happens in Alarnath. When Mahaprabhu starts South Indian Yatra, from Puri he goes to Alarnath. He publicly starts this Sankirtan movement. Then Nityananda Prabhu predicts. He sees that every woman, every people on the temple Alarnath, they just started dancing. Then Nityananda Prabhu predicted Mahaprabhu is going to, he's officially started the Nama Sankirtan. This will spread town and village. And he understood. So then Mahaprabhu goes alone. And also very important question everybody asks in ISKCON is why you have to chant, why you have to count the chanting, why 16 rounds alone? Every time you should supposed to chant. Is there anywhere mentioned in Bhagavad Gita that we should count our rounds, 16 rounds? Show me the proof. For them, this is the sloka you can tell. Tumara doi asta banda nama gane jala patra bhavirisha vibane kemane. So he said, Nityananda Prabhu, you will be chanting in your fingers. How do you carry your Kamandalu? How do you carry your Hangavastra? At least let me send one servant. We will not come, but at least I will send one servant. He will not speak. At least he will help you out. So from this, we understand that even Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was counting his chanting. So Krishna says, if you go to Bhagavad Gita, he says, Satatam Kirtayanto. He says all the 24/7 you have to chant, which is not possible. At least Prabhupada gave us this chanting of Mahamantra. See, other practical problem while chanting the Namaruchi is especially we might be following four regulative principle, but the social element is there, right? The social media, it is very, very, very difficult to overcome. This mobile, especially mobile now, so much addicted, will not be able to give up because now everything is there. Patra, see, I told you, right? This now in the YouTube, everything is available. You can listen to any philosophy, anybody speaking, any parampara. There is no restriction. It is spoiled because you will not be able to understand entire philosophy unless you hear from the bona fide person. That's the reason we need some people who can advise on what to read, whom to hear, what aspect to hear. Then you will get the ruchi, how to chant, and they will guide you about. Otherwise, it's very difficult. People can go, with anything, but the internet should be there, Wi-Fi should be there, social media should be there. So much addicted. Sometimes Ekadasi we fast from the grain and other things, right? Also, we need to fast from this mobile, and it's so much of polluting. It's very difficult to chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra properly. This, especially in the modern age, we are all suffering. Especially myself, there's so much addiction and the social media. So we need to be a little careful. And in order to get Namaruchi, first is Vaishnava Seva. From Vaishnava Seva, you get Namaruchi. Keep away from all this digital media. Use whatever required. Then you will be able to have some Namaruchi. Then the final is the Jivadoya, preaching to the every town and village. So these are the three principles in which one should take it up, and then you will be able to progress. One time, one devotee was going in America. She was preaching, sorry, of Africa, very remote I don't know where it is, Congo or something like that, very deep in the jungle. The preaching was happening, and some devotees go and do kirtan and come. So there, one time the devotees are going, and there is a tribal community who live in the forest. They don't come out generally. There is one person, he send out a message to the devotees saying that our leader wants to meet you tomorrow. He's inviting for you lunch. And the devotee was thinking, he's inviting for lunch or he's going to make me a lunch. He just said, what should we do? Should we go or not? These are tribal people inside the jungle. He said, okay, anyhow, it's opportunity to preach. They all depend on Lord. He went. Then the tribal leader, he invited him. And to his surprise, he pulled out one book and showed, you see, this is Bhagavad Gita as it is. Srila Prabhupada ki. He said, some of the devotees gave. I started reading and I really liked it. I want you to make my son also brahmachari. He is my son. Take him and you make him brahmachari. So we were so happy. So we don't know what Prabhupada did. Prabhupada did so much Jivadoya because the compassionate on which we also at least take little bit what our preaching happens now. We are promoting the Bhakti Sadan which Swarnagara Prabhu is starting. Very simple. You can invite few neighbors. Just half an hour program. Prasadam is arranged from temple. So we can all participate in Jivadaya. Without Jivadaya, progressing in Krishna consciousness is very difficult. This three formula, whatever Krishna, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came, we can't omit anything. No, I will have only Namaruchi. I will not do Vaishnava Seva. If you don't do Vaishnava Seva, Namaruchi will not come. If you don't do chant, you can't even serve Vaishnavas. Even if you don't properly chant, the Ruchi for serving the Vaishnavas also will not happen. Both are interrelated. So sometimes, we might think, okay, through Vaishnava Seva, only Ramaruchi comes. Even sometimes we don't do chanting properly. The association, you will not have enthusiasm, go and chant. So it works both the ways. Then the Jivadaya, then you would get a compassionate. Then you can go and do that. So like that. So one time in, I don't know where it is. I think it's in Australia. So there is a devotees was initial days. They want to do start Ratha Yatra. But there were a lot of restriction on Ratha Yatra. No, they said, no, you can't do Ratha Yatra. We will not allow. And things went wrong and the devotees were morose. And they started, let us chant in Sankirtan, Nama Sankirtan in the street. Then at least the people will change mentality. Then started chanting. And the government did not like it. So they said they'll arrested those people. They put them in the jail. How can you do disturb the public? You can't do Ratha Yatra, neither Sankirtan movement. So they all wrote to Prabhupada, Prabhupada, what should we do? They're asking some $6,000-7,000 for us to bail out. Prabhupada said, nothing doing, be in the jail only. You start Sankirtan movement. You start Sankirtan in the jail. So this devotee started in Hare Krishna Mahamantra in the jail, chanting Jai Sachinandana, Jai Sachinandana. Jai Sachinandana Gaura Hare. Gaura 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 Hare. Gaura 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 Hare. Sachi Mata Pranadana Gaura Hare. Gaura 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 Hare. Nadiya Bihari Gaura Hare. So they started chanting like this. Then all the devotees in the jail, they're all become devotees. And everybody morning they used to say Hare Krishna. The jailer got frightened. Hey, what you guys are doing? You best be outside. Then the inside you will spoil the thing. And they all came. And the case came to the court. Said, Judge, what is the issue? Why are you creating so much havoc? Said, Jagannath is Lord of the universe. Can't he have some procession in the street? We want the main street where the procession is to happen. And judge thought, oh, this is so simple matter. Why are you complicating? We will give you permission. So that's why you see so many 500 Places all over India, we do Ratha Yatra and distribution, right? In Russia, the devotees, KGB time, Bhakti Vijnana Maharaj came here. So he was a scientist, and he was preaching, studying this Bhagavad Gita. One time KGB got hold of him and he said, "What are you doing? What are you studying?" That time he's new, he's not so aggressive preaching, but he's just trying to learn few slokas like that, Maharaj. And KGB was questioning him different shlokas. In fact, KGB has memorized more shloka than Maharaj. Maharaj felt, my God, this KGB knows more shloka than me. Then I should study Bhagavad Gita. That's where he got, he said, let me study. Because this KGB was asked, what is the meaning of that shloka? Tell me this shloka. Maharaj didn't know. He's new. Then he said, let me study. That's how he became, joined and is now serving wonderfully Maharaj. So there are so many pastimes. Keep on telling Jivadoya, how, the entire Prabhupada changed the mood like that. So it is 9:45. So sometime Maharaj would say, KGB is my Siksha Guru, because they ask so many questions. Bhagavad Gita, my God, the KGB knows more than me. So like that, I can keep on telling Prabhupada glories. So many places, remote places, Prabhupada showed this Jivadaya. Mahaprabhu also, his mode of preaching is amazing. He would embrace one person. He'll say, go to your village and you preach. That person is more qualified than he would, he would embrace, then other people also become devotees. He never seen any qualification for any people. So, so that way Mahaprabhu preached all over India. Then he left the rest of things to Srila Prabhupada. And Prabhupada, because of the Vaishnava Seva, always Prabhupada was very humble. If one person is very humble in the mode of serving, then takes up this Krishna consciousness, definitely they'll be successful. Because this entire parampara is standing to give the so much mercy to the Vaishnavas. So that way, we can get benefit from this aspect. So this Namaruchi stands the opportunity for you to serve. Vaishnava Seva, the Jivadaya has access to serve. Namaruchi is the impetus, some motivation for you to serve. The Vaishnava Seva actually the means by which you can go and action. You can do some action to serve. Namaruchi is aspiration to serve. I want to serve Vaishnavas. By chanting, you get a lot of inspiration to serve. By doing Vaishnava Seva, actually the action to serve. Then the Jivadaya is access. You have so many people, so many means you can go and preach. That way we can all go back to God at catching hold of Srila Prabhupada Dhoti. Srila Prabhupada ki Hare Krishna. Any comments or corrections?
Krishna.
Yes, Prabhu.
Prabhuji, so thank you for a nice class. So one question, Prabhuji, you said that Krishna said Sarvadharman Pratyaja.
Yeah.
But he freely gave without any qualification.
Yes.
So my question is, what Lord Chaitanya appears, right?
Sorry.
Once in a day of Brahma, Lord Chaitanya appears.
Yeah.
Now again Dwapara Yuga will come. And again will Lord Krishna say Sarvadharman Parityaja? Because already he has said, I will give Krishna Prema without any qualification. But now next to Dwapara Yuga will he say that Sarvadharman Parityaja again, or will he say something different?
So I need to tell you a story. When Lord Ram was there, he was ruling the entire kingdom. What happened to the prajas? What do you think? What would have happened? Everybody seen Lord Ram face to face. What would have happened to them? Everybody would have gone back to Godhead. Any doubts? The India should be empty. Still people are there. When Mahaprabhu traveled all over the India, he practically covered the entire India. There is no non-devotee. Everybody has gone back to Godhead because he spread so much Mahamantra. Everybody went and preached in that village, that village, that village. He covered practically entire India. And everybody went back to Godhead. Still you can ask why people are here. The new set of people for new species came. That's all. You are understanding my point? Correct. Yes. Yes. But I'm not telling he's coming every year. His question was every year, what happens to other yugas? But I'm telling,
He doesn't come.
yeah. So yeah, different yugas, different prescription is there that is followed. But Kali Yuga is special. So, but whoever associates Mahaprabhu, he delivered entire practical entire India. So it's not the same set of people; it's set of new people. So you don't; they all gone back.
Prabhuji, now you're talking about going back to Godhead. And this shloka, Prema Pumar Mahan. Can you please give us some signs of a person going back to Godhead and what is the origin of Prema Pumar Mahan?
Mahaprabhu delivering somebody practically. Whatever we see in Chaitanya Samritamrita, everywhere, right from the dog, not only Mahaprabhu says his family, not only the devotee's family is also Mahaprabhu delivers. That is his promise. When we practically see the Sivananda Sen takes the dog, even delivers, and Amoha is blaspheming the Lord, but still he said he is a family relative of yours, so I will deliver him. And also in Shiva Sangan, he says, even in your house, whoever it is, right from servant maid to any animal, anybody in your family, I'll deliver. It's not only your family. So Mahaprabhu not only delivers the person, he delivers the entire family also, generation after generation. Even one devotee becomes dedicated, then they will all go back to Godhead. So Gauranga Prabhu was telling, during this was his initial days, he shaved his head and he joined the temple. His family did not like it. He kept very secret his family because they don't want to tell. There were some 10-15 cousins were there. So he didn't want to tell because how do you tell? My son is shaven IIT. Now he is serving in the temple. They didn't want to tell. And he used to come in the program TV serial. One cousin has saw this. Then he called up. He say, "Is that your son?" Yeah. The parents were telling. And he was so enthusiastic. He called up Gauranga Prabhu, said, at least in a family, at least you become devotee. Because of you, we will all get benefit. You continue to. And he started supporting. So every year he used to call him and you motivate him. And the family started arranging small programs. Then one time Gauranga Prabhu was telling his senior were giving class to the same family community. Then he said, since Gauranga Prabhu is dedicated, your all will be delivered. And they're all so happy. Then they encouraged him. So that's a promise of Mahaprabhu. If your devotee is there in the family, not only him, the entire family is get delivered. There are so many instances written in book. I don't know in what sense you're asking example, but you see any example in Chaitanya Charitamrita's deliverance of so many people.
No, Prabhuji, I'm asking the confirmatory signs, SIGNS, not SEIENC.
Oh, sign.
SIGN, confirmatory signs, indications of a person going back to Godhead.
In the contemporary time you're telling, I don't have any examples, Prabhu, but I have a firm faith in my Guru Maharaj's words, Srila Prabhupada words. There is no second thought. I don't need to even go and research whether it will happen or not. I have a firm faith on my Guru and Srila Prabhupada. I've not seen anybody else, but I've seen my Guru Maharaj telling. So I have firm faith. That's the only thing Mahaprabhu asked. If that is not there, you will not get. So he doesn't select any people. If most fallen, he would go and select. Let me select who is the most fallen here, then he would give Mahaprabhu. But unless faith is there, it's very difficult. Goda Netai is a wonderful song. Just asking the simple faith, that is the currency you give, then Mahaprabhu gives. So recently I was in Prayag. Then I was on the way. There is a small place, village, on the way to Kashi, where Sita Maharani has gone inside the earth. So I was also remembering Mahaprabhu pastimes there because one time when she was with Sita Maya, we know that she has suffered. She went to the forest after then Lavakusha has born. Then Lord Ram confirms that when I come as Mahaprabhu, I will go outside, take sannyas. I'll be outside, but you will be inside the house, Lakshmi Priya. And we see that the pastimes that she stays Vishnupriya in the Navadip Dham, and Mahaprabhu takes sannyas. He goes out to the forest or preaching everywhere. He travels. So we see that many places Mahaprabhu revealing this secret. So wonderful. Thank you. Yes, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you so much for the wonderful class. Prabhuji, you mentioned that Namaruchi complements Vaishnava Seva.
Yes.
So you can little bit elaborate on that, Prabhuji. How Namaruchi complements Vaishnava Seva? How, if you have no less taste, if you're not chanted properly, how it impacts the Vaishnava Seva?
So in the section of this is again Gauranga Prabhu told. So so if you see in the chapter of episode of Narada Rishi, servant maid, the Vedantis was there. By regular hearing, the anarthas goes. When anarthas goes, then you will have taste for serving the Vaishnavas. When you serve the Vaishnavas, then again you would get Namaruchi. So it's vice versa, both the sides. It is not that by Vaishnava Seva, of course you get Namaruchi, but by Namaruchi also you will get Vaishnava Seva. What in this episode, what he's telling is by regularly hearing purification, Krishna feels so happy. This person is trying to something. Let me remove the kalmasham. When you remove the kalmasham only, you will be able to purely serve the Vaishnavas. Otherwise, you will do a lot of offenses. That's why I said double-edged sword. Vaishnava is a double-edged sword, Vaishnava Seva. All the grudging, you want to argue with somebody, you want to think about ill. So again, you will fall down. So what happens is that purification is not there. Most of the time, ISKCON, right? We see that people fall down after some time. That's because they're not very serious about maintaining the relationship with Vaishnavas. They might be chanting. Let's say they've been chanting 16 rounds. Even they might chant whatever number of rounds, 192 rounds like Haridas Thakur. But if they don't maintain proper contact with the Vaishnava, they do Vaishnava Aparad, definitely they're going to fall down. So that way they will not get the Ruchi of the, chanting. When you chant, what happens is the core logic is that when you chant, your anarthas will go. When your anarthas go only, you will be able to have pure relationship with the Vaishnavas. So anarthas, you try to do Vaishnava Seva. If you're not careful, you tend to mistake, then you'll fall down. So that's the connection between those two. Basically, your heart should be pure, either for chanting or to do Vaishnava Seva. Otherwise, either you will commit argument, you do offenses, you fall down, and you also will not get the ruchi for chanting. So basic bottom line is purification of heart. So that can be a mercy of the Lord. Sometimes it could be mercy of the Lord. You get it. Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. He didn't do previous Sukruti, but just Mahaprabhu Kaslas mercy. He is purified and he becomes the wonderful Vaishnava. And without taking bath, he just take Mahaprasadam of. We see that episode how he transformed his life. He says, I can live, even my son can die, I can tolerate it, but you're leaving, I can't live. So much association, longing for it. And Mahaprabhu personally exhibited when he's before going that he's seeking blessing of all the Vaishnavas. Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya was 2 months old, kid, just new kid in the block. He says, goes and begs him, please bless me. He is a sannyasi asking blessing from the Grahastha. And doesn't matter, Grahastha, sannyasi doesn't matter. As long as they are qualified, one should take blessings. Mahaprabhu goes and begs his permission. Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, please give me, I want to, go for yatra. Then he says, go and meet Ramananda Raya also. Like that, we see the etiquette of Mahaprabhu showing. So that way, both are interrelated.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Thank you very much for very wonderful class, Prabhu. Prabhuji, I've seen that for some devotees, this aspect of Vaishnava Seva comes so naturally, without much endeavor or without much instructions. Whereas for others like me, it requires a lot of effort, external effort to do the Seva. Why is that, Prabhuji? What is the reason for that natural affinity towards Vaishnava Seva versus for others? I think others you explained because you will not have a connection. But those who are new, they just started. I actually experienced that recently. They just do it so nicely, actually.
Why somebody is not having ruchi for Vaishnava Seva?
And so why somebody is having very natural, like, I can quote your example, your mother's example, your father's example, comes naturally.
See, basically, anarthas doesn't go, then you will not be able to serve. That's bottom line is anarthas either by chanting or do Vaishnava Seva, taking the blessings. So slowly will go, come out. It will not one day, it will not go, but it could be the previous, the Sukriti, whatever they have. Unless Sukriti they have, it will not naturally, they will not be able to do it. So Sukriti is very, very important. One time His Holiness Bhakti Samartha Maharaj was going on the car. It's a petrol bunk. He doesn't need to get out. His servant will generally get down. So, and he got down from the car. Petrol was there, he was putting the boy. And Maharaj gave his chanting bead to the person to hold. He said, I want to adjust my dhoti, hold it. The boy who is putting the petrol. He would have given to his servant. He don't need to get down. So then he took it back after some time. Both were traveling. The servant was puzzled. Why Maharaj did this? Then he asked Maharaj, what did you do? Why are you doing this? I want to understand. Maharaj said, this poor person, who will give the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? Just by holding my bead, helping me, he started his Sukriti. At least I've started. He may not become devotee in this lifetime, but I've started giving him a Sukriti. So the bottom line is they understand Sukriti is not that you will not be able to do. So you pray to them for the soul he wants to become. Then ask the devotees, Prabhu, please bless him so that he can serve the Vaishnavas nicely. So like that. So we see Prabhupada father always served the Vaishnavas and asking blessing, please bless my son. So that way you can also adding the Sukriti is very, very important. Without Sukriti, you will not be able to do that. Sadhu Shraddha, then Shraddha comes, Sadhu Sangha, Vajana Kriya. So this first is Vishnu Thakur says before even Adu Shraddha is the Sukriti what you want to collect. Sometimes even somebody was chanting Hare Krishna mantra, unconsciously you would have heard, so he adding something. But when he's really started serving the Vaishnavas, not the other Sukriti, here I'm not talking about doing pious activity. This is related to the Vaishnavas. Anything related to the Krishna and Vaishnavas is done, that is Sukriti. Other giving dana, that and all, he will not become devotee. He might become a king and he might go to heavenly planets, but he will not become devotee. So there is a difference between what Sukriti you should have, devotional Sukriti. Here Maharaj gave his bead, that's a devotional Sukriti, not anything else. So that way, keep adding devotional Sukriti, they will come to one stage. Ruchi.
Thank you very much.
Already time? Yeah.
Prabhuji, you were mentioning about how Rama killed the demons and Sita was not pleased, and how Krishna was killing demons and Radharani was not pleased. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to teach us how we have to be devotees. So now when we see someone offending Vaishnavas or hurting them, how our mood should be like?
If somebody is offending Vaishnavas, what we should we do?
Like we should be compassionate. What should be our mood?
If Vaishnava Aparadha is happening, Prabhupada says that we should leave that place. If you are not the controller or you're not having superiority, you can't ask them to. If somebody is offending Vaishnava, we should not be there. Otherwise, we are party to it. Number one. Number two, if you are able to control, you ask them, request them not to speak like that immediately. If they're not going to listen, you're not senior, then you should leave that place, or you should scold him back at least, because we should not be party to any Vaishnava Aparadha. So it depends on the person who is offending and what is your position. You're whether superior, junior, peer, whatever it is. It depends on that. You have to take action. Worst case, you are not able to do anything. Leave that place. We should not be there. Otherwise, you will also party to the Vaishnava Aparadha.
Okay. When someone is offending, so should we be what should be our?
We should tell him not to speak like that. We should correct him immediately. Ask him to stop. If he's not a person who's not going to listen, better leave that place. We should not allow somebody to offend and keep quiet. I know there is one Mataji in, I was in London, Nottingham. Bhakti Vrisha was happening. She was a disciple of Srila Prabhupada. And she's generally very cool. She never gets angry. But one Mataji started offending Prabhupada. She was sitting like it in Vidyasas and she gave left, right, center, and she was screaming at top of her voice. I never seen her. Then after that, she told, I can't tolerate anybody doing Vaishnava Aparadha. I will become party to it. That's why I screamed. So then she said that. So I can't control her because she's a newcomer. Program is happening, preaching program. Somebody started offending. On the Vyasa session, she started giving, blasting her. So we should not, especially pure Vaishnavas offending. we should not be party to it. Either we should condemn, criticize, stop it. If not, we should leave that place. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki
Thank you very much. Much
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much. So, wonderful class and wonderful insights into Gaur Lila, which helps us set the mood again. We just celebrated Gaur Purnima, and so that these are wonderful reminders of the wonderful qualities of Sriman Mahaprabhu. So let us all thank His Grace Gaurchandra Gopinath Prabhu. We had this English class here. We also had the Kannada class by His Grace Anirudh Seva Prabhu. So let us all thank this wonderful devotees by loudly chanting.
Please,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. It is also, it's a wonderful coincidence, is also Prabhu's birthday today. So let us also once chant one more Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So after the announcements, and as soon as the devotees come in, we'll have a wonderful drama on Gaur Lila. So we have two sponsors today who have sponsored the Prashadam. So we have Unmani Radha Mataji. Do we have Mataji here? So Mataji is sponsoring Sunday Feast Prashadam on the occasion of her mother, Her Grace Anuradha Shakti Devi Dasi death anniversary. And we also have Sankarshan Priya Prabhu, who has sponsored Sunday Feast Prashadam. And Prabhu is requesting to, and that is on the occasion of Mataji Rasarani Lakshmi Mataji. Mataji is here. Mataji's birthday, which was on 12th March. So both these devotees are seeking prayers and blessings from this August assembly here. So let us all once chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. So many important, whether it is a department or projects that are happening, there is a wonderful new service that has been launched, that will be launched or will be launched. So this is the educational wing. So every temple in ISKCON has an educational wing within the temple, run by the temple devotees only. So with ICC also, we have an educational wing, which is called as Srila Prabhupada Bhagavat Vidyalaya. Bhagavata Vidyalaya. So it's called as Srila Prabhupada Bhagavata Vidyalaya. Now, this team, it is led by His Grace Narari Chaitanya Prabhu and Suvarna Gauri Prabhu. And there are other teachers also. So we have teachers like Chaitanya Prasad Prabhu. We also have Saraguna Mataji and many other devotees who are part of this whole team. Now, as of now, we had courses like Bhakti Shastri, Bhakti Vaibhav is going to get started, IDC, which are happening. But now all these will come under this one umbrella of Srila Prabhupada Bhagavata Vidyalaya. And
okay. Hare Krishna. ISKCON ದೇವಸ್ಥಾನದಲ್ಲಿ ಭಾಗವತ ಮಹಾವಿದ್ಯಾಲಯ ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಹೊಸದಾಗಿ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮವನ್ನು ಶುರು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಬೇಸಿಕಲಿ ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದ ಅಂಗವಾಗಿ ಈ ಭಕ್ತಿ ಶಾಸ್ತ್ರಿ ಕೋರ್ಸು ಅಥವಾ ಭಕ್ತಿ ವೈಭವ ಕೋರ್ಸು ಇವನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಮೊದಲು ಸಪರೇಟ್ ಆಗಿ ನಡೆಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ವಿ. ಬಟ್ ಇನ್ಮೇಲಿಂದ ಈ ಭಾಗವತ ಮಹಾವಿದ್ಯಾಲಯ ಏನು ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಶುರು ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಇದರ ಅಡಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಗಳನ್ನು ನಡೆಸಲಾಗುತ್ತದೆ. ಇದರ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷತೆಯನ್ನು ಹಿಸ್ ಗ್ರೇಸ್ ನರಹರಿ ಚೈತನ್ಯ ಪ್ರಭು, ಸುವರ್ಣ ಗೌರಹರಿ ಪ್ರಭು ಇವರು ವಹಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾರ್ಯಾರು ರಿಜಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೋ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಭಕ್ತಾದಿಗಳೇ ಕೂಡ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮವನ್ನು ಆಮೇಲೆ ಈ ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಸಹಾಯ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಹರೇ ಕೃಷ್ಣ.
So as part of the Srila Prabhupada Bhagavad Vidyalaya, The IDC course. Any devotees here who are yet to take the IDC course in English? Anybody wants to take? So Prabhu is there. Anybody else? So the IDC in English will be starting on 17th and will continue till 22nd March. This will be evening sessions from 6:30 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. IDC course in English will be conducted from 17th March to 22nd March from 6:30 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. Those who all want to participate, those who want to take up this course, please register this. I think the flyer has already been sent in the group.
This is online.
It's an online course.
Hare Krishna. Duties ISKCON disciple course. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಯಾರ್ಯಾರು ರಿಜಿಸ್ಟ್ರೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದಿರೋ ಅಥವಾ ಹೊಸದಾಗಿ ಯಾರು ರಿಜಿಸ್ಟ್ರೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ಇದು. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಲಿಂಕ್ ಇದೆ, ಆ ಲಿಂಕ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗಿ ರಿಜಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬಹುದು. ಅದೇ ತರ ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ಆನ್ಲೈನ್ ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಇದು ಆನ್ಲೈನ್ ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಇದು ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ 17th to 22nd March. From tomorrow.
Now, as part of the educational wing, Srila Prabhupada Bhagavad Vidyalaya, there is a seva opportunity for those designers. So there is a request by the team that they want the logo to be designed. So, and they want to launch it by Ram Navami. Logo is basically of Srila Prabhupada Bhagavad Vidyalaya. It's not a competition, but it's a request from the team. Those who are inclined to design, they can design this logo and submit to Suvarna Gauri Prabhu or the team here, Kosu Pramanja Prabhu or Chaitanya Prasad Prabhu. Do we have Chaitanya Prasad Prabhu here? Chaitanya Prasad Prabhu, you can just stand up. So Chaitanya Prasad Prabhu is there. Those who are interested to design a logo for Srila Prabhupada Bhagavad Vidyalaya, please connect with Prabhuji. We want to launch it by Ram Navami. That is 6th of April. So before that, if anybody is interested to design this logo or anybody else who you know who knows to design logo,